Let's talk about it. Today we're going to be talking about Swerve Strickland disrespecting the WWE Hall of Famer, the GOAT, Mr. five-time world champion Booker T on last Sunday night's AEW Dynasty pay-per-view. If you're just tuning in, hit that like button on the way in so that way it can help out with the algorithm moving forward. Also, hit that subscribe button and the notification feed so that way you can be notified every time I drop a video. Without further ado, let's get right down to business. And by the way, this is fair use. Let's go.
I don't just speak about representation, I go out there and prove the fucking thing. And I only make it this far is because of you people right here chanting, whose house? Every single city, every single arena, every stadium, whether it's the United States or if it's in London, in front of 50,000, 80,000, I don't care if it's 200. I always want to hear y'all chant, whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the merchandise. Get home safely. And one last thing, just for my amusement, fuck Booker T.
Now, fam, right there and there, like Swerve. That was weak right here. That was weak as fuck right there, fam. That's a whole ass move, my dude. Where was this energy at when Booker T confronted you about you bringing his name up on Vlad TV? All because you felt some type of way about Vince McMahon calling Booker T the N-word. When in reality wise, Vince McMahon called John Cena the N-word. Now, I remember this back in the day. I mean, everybody could remember this back in the day. Like, you know, the Do-Rag Vince McMahon back in the days, you know, everybody was rolling. Every single black person, and I'm speaking to all my black folks on here that's watching this video right now, that's also subscribed to my channel. For the ones that ain't, if y'all watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We was rolling, okay? You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, like back then, like we didn't have an issue with that. Me personally, I don't have an issue with it. And I bet you back then, like Swerve, when he was watching wrestling growing up and shit, he didn't have an issue with that back then. And I'm assuming he didn't. But what changed now? To say the least, like what changed now? I'll tell you what it is. He's trying to fit in. That's just my personal opinion. Like, you know, we got this thing going on right now, like now in today's time where everybody likes to play the victim. Everybody wants to play victim. We got this thing called the Victim Olympics going on, man. Everybody wants to be a victim. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But my thing is this, like, fam, you mad all because Booker T checked you after the fact that you brought his name up on your interview with Vlad TV, projecting your issues with his issues, all because you failed in WWE. But we're going to get to that. But you want to pull this fucking whole ass move, man. There's a phrase they call in politics. It's called poison in the well, right? When you characterize your opponent in a certain way without having to legitimately attack their argument, you have to pull this shit to make an argument. That's weak, fam. Like, me personally, that's weak, fam. Like, if it wasn't for Booker T, you would not even be where the fuck you at, man. Like, he paid the way for you, fam. He paid the way for you and every other single black wrestler there is in the wrestling business right now today, whether it's in WWE, TNA, you know what I'm saying, you name it, even in AEW, fam. Like, people got the game all twisted, like, and no disrespect to the OGs that came before, you know what I'm saying, Booker T, like Bobo Brazil and Thunderbolt Patterson. But they were on a lower scale than Booker T, my dude. There is no black wrestler that has ever existed that is more popular, that stood out the most, more well known than Booker T. That's just my personal opinion, bro. Like, fam, homie dropped the whole damn AOL contract to sit on the sidelines and make millions of dollars without having to do anything but to bet on himself. And for you, you pretty much failed. You pretty much failed in WWE and cried like a little liberal crybaby and went straight to AEW because you couldn't cut it there. He didn't win the WCW title because of his race. He didn't get it popping in WWE and won so many titles there because of his race. Hell, he didn't even fucking became a 2-time Hall of Famer because of his race. He became all these things based off his talent, based off his merits, fam. Like, I just realized, like, the people who goes on and on about representation, social justice are the most talentless, if not mediocre people, fam, on the planet, who only relies on gimmicks just to get by. Like, if anyone going off is going off on representation like this, are absolutely pathetic, man. And please miss me with all that BLM pro-black bullshit just to fucking justify the situation. It's a bunch of bullshit. Fuck the statistics about 95% of homicide committed on a black man and by another black man and all that 13%, 55% bullshit. It's pretty much bullshit, fam. Because this shit happens all the time, fam, with our own people, with our own culture, fam. Whenever you disagree with a black person, when it comes down to political bullshit, because they need a peg to stand on, because they can't get over with their own merits, they consistently go after other black people who want to stand on their own. Y'all talk all that black power bullshit, but then at the same time, y'all go after black people like me the most when they disagree with you and try to put you on game. Like, for real though. And Swerve, you ain't no different, fam. You ain't no fucking different. It's like pretty much on his interview with Vlad TV, he really was trying to call Booker T a coon. But look at you. You ain't no different. You are what you call Booker T, fam. That right there, that's some coon shit to me, fam. I used to have respect for this dude, even when he won the AEW World title, fam. But this right here, this is a low blow, fam. Now, this is Booker T responding to Swerve after he said fuck him to him. And again, fair use. Let's go.
Woke up this morning and I'm wondering, why is my name trending? Why is my name, all over social media? And then
why is your name in his mouth?
Swerve Strickland, saying F Booker T at the end of what was it?
Dynasty.
The AEW pay-per-view. And you know what? I'm not gonna even get upset about that or anything like that. But I'm gonna give Swerve Strickland a little bit of advice, just a little bit. And that advice would be, don't be talking about something other than the pay-per-view at the end of the night. You know what I mean? That's the main event. That's the last thing people are going to remember. Last thing people remember is me, Booker T, my name being said. And I'm sure Tony Khan really don't appreciate the news, the headline not being what happened at Dynasty and with all the matches, hopefully with a great card.
No, if anything, it was all for the ratings. He probably didn't care. It was all for the ratings, fam. On the real, that's just my opinion. Anything for the ratings, man. On the real, he don't give a fuck.
The great card, all the great matches. But they're talking about Booker T. That just was a bad move. It was a bad move. And there again,
it was a reach.
He
was reaching.
Got a lot of energy, at the end of a show, but I'm not that type, man. I'm from that school. If you got something to say to somebody, you say it in their face. You say it to their face, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? Hopefully, Swerve Strickland will have a hell of a career. Hopefully, he'll do very, very well in this business. But I'm gonna keep stressing what I've been talking about for a long time as far as black folks, especially in the company that I work for. Man, go out there and get it on your talent. Go out there and get it on your merit. Nobody will ever be able to take it away, and no one will ever be able to say you got it because of
your race.
Only for your talent. That's it.
Like I just said.
So I'm gonna keep advocating the young guys, to go out there and perform at the highest level. Take what you want, because it's not going to be given to you. You got to take it.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the whole video, but if you want to listen to the whole interview, you can go on Booker T's Reality Wrestling YouTube channel. But yeah, make it a long story short, just to end this video, fam. Swerve, you're a hoe for that shit, for what you did. And if you would have said that shit to Booker T in his fucking face right now, your fucking face would have been on the fucking floor. Like, for real. And for the record, Swerve wasn't also talking mad shit about just Booker T. He was also talking mad shit about Triple H too on the Vlad TV interview. Swerve, if you ever happen to run into this video, the only thing I'm gonna say is this, fam. If you ever think about coming back to the WWE, if AEW fails, you're gonna be sucking a whole lot of, you know what? Let me keep it clean. You're gonna be singing a whole lot of mics between every single guy that you just dissed. You're going to be singing a whole lot of mics, fam. You're going to be singing on Triple H's mic. You're going to be singing on Nick Khan's mic. And most definitely, you're going to be singing on Booker T's mic. Just saying, bro. But anyway, leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos like this. It's your boy Illz Keeps It Real TV signing out. Peace.